Good to see you, Tom Burke. Great role in that movie. So, what was for you the hardest, the most challenging part?
Well, it's the one I feel funny about talking about because it was an area that was so supported not just by George but by everybody. But I suppose George is the one at the top, kind of making sure there's space for it. But you know, you're in this big kind of, I mean, literally machine because there's so much mechanic components. But to keep this sort of this person, to have this sense of a real person in the middle of it all, and of a relationship where people are really affecting each other. But that's what George wants. He doesn't want you to just walk on set and be very cool. He wants that sense of a very personal stake involved at any given moment. So the whole machine stops, and it takes as long as it takes in terms of very sort of imaginative ways of getting the temperature right before we even start rolling.
Mm. And also from the physicality, because I think you did some of the stunts by yourself, because it looks so.
I did all of them.
Yeah, so how hard was that? Especially when
I
you
had a wonderful double who, did just as much as me, probably for more takes, getting the whole thing prepared and set up. And I'm sure he features in it plenty. Jesse, who painstakingly walked me through everything and was incredibly encouraging throughout, and a beautiful man. And then I had Richard Norton, who was in the gym with me every day, and is also in the movie, and is again a very nurturing presence. And John Isles, wonderful human being, going through all the weaponry stuff with me and how to move with the weaponry. And the physicality, a lot of it was, being able to get in and out of that thing as quickly as possible and as fluidly as possible without injuring yourself when you're doing 50, 60, whatever it takes to get it right with all the components happening around you. Dust, fire, explosions, extras.
Because one challenge for me would be the sand, because I hate sand. I hate going to the beach because it's in every ankle of your body. Yes. So how was that, shooting in the sand and maybe with the wind machines and so on?
It was, for the most part, it was such kind of, there was grit. It wasn't getting in my shoes. It wasn't getting there was too much costume for it to invade the costume. There was a particular kind of dust they'd sort of put on me, certainly at the beginning of the day, that was literally hoovered up off the floor and then filtered, they told me. So they called it Dyson Gold. And that was a bit more sticky, I think, so it was easier to kind of maintain throughout the day. You got used to it. Almost missed it at the end.
And did you remember maybe some funny thing from behind the scenes that we don't see on screen that you can tell us? Some bloopers?
There was a certain kind of absurdity to there was a particular moment where we have to. The idea is it's kind of happiest we've ever been in the movie, and we're going incredibly fast in this car, and there was basically dust just coming through the windscreen, and trying to sort of look kind of happy and excited about the future when you've got dust coming and sticking in your teeth and your eyes. And it was getting worse every take because the ground's just getting drier. That was quite funny.
And one last question, and when you are, because I think maybe after that movie you're an expert, so when we have some kind of this apocalypse in the future, so what can we do to survive? What are your three advices for surviving this dystopia?
Just start learning now as many things as you can. Learn how to strip an engine, learn how to sew, learn how to everything you're going to need. But, the most important thing in some respects is one's humanity. That's going to be the difficult thing to cling on to.
Okay. Thank you very much. Great talking to you. Hopefully talk again at the red carpet.
That'd be lovely.
Thank you so much. See ya.